is my ID. This is me. Here is my lovely audience. I think we all need to appreciate how valuable life is. If you had the chance to leave early with assisted suicide, would you? The other day I was reading a book called At Liberty to Die, The Battle of Death with Dignity in America. Howard Ball, the author, gets a quote from an old author by the name of Dudley Clendon, who is dying of Lou Gehrig's disease. And Dudley said, "Although leaving my daughter is the one thing I hate, but all I can do is to give her a daddy who was vital to the end and knew when to leave. When I can't tie my bow tie, tell a funny story, walk my dog, or kiss someone special, I'll know that life is over and it's time to be gone." I understand what Dudley's daughter is going through because death within the family member is never good, and you never wish it would happen when it did. Assisted suicide is defined as a suicide of a patient suffering from an incurable disease affected by the taking of lethal drugs provided by the doctor of this purpose. But assisted suicide isn't dying with dignity. With someone else involved, it becomes homicide. In the United States today, there are 4 states that say it's legal for assisted suicide. Those 4 states are Oregon, Vermont, Washington, and Montana. It needs to be stopped before it's too late and it covers the whole country. I think assisted suicide should be illegal in the United States for 3 reasons. 1, it is a sin in multiple religions. 2, it is a crime. And 3, it is against the morals of society. 2 religions that I have chose is the Catholics and the Islams. The Catholics do not believe in assisted suicide. A quote from the Catholic Church of Rome states that killing of a human being, even by an act of omission to eliminate suffering, violates divine law and offends the dignity of the human person. And the Quran from Islam states that, "And do not kill yourselves, surely God is most merciful to you." I think that we need to take a good look at Genesis 1:27 from the Bible, where it states, "We have been made in God's image and likeness." And the Catholics find this offensive because God died on the cross for us to take our sins, so when we pass, He will bring our eternal bodies to heaven. And they find that disrespectful if you kill yourselves before the natural passing. And for the Islams, it's a disgrace and it messes up your spiritual journey. Although it is against religions, it is also against the law. As you can see here, it is against the law and it can lead to different felonies of the C and B class, manslaughter, fines up to $10,000 to $30,000, and jail time between 3 to 15 years. One case that I always like to look at about this subject is the case of Dr. Kevorkian. Dr. Kevorkian was also named the Man of Death, or Dr. Death, sorry. He has been told to kill 130 people. One case study from the 1990s was for Dr. Kevorkian and a citizen who wanted assisted suicide in the state of Michigan. Dr. Kevorkian helped that citizen achieve assisted suicide, but once they found out, he was taken to court. It ended up being a mistrial because it wasn't either legal or illegal in the state of Michigan, so it became a mistrial. After that, they went in and made it illegal. So once it had became illegal, they brought the court case back, and Dr. Kevorkian was considered guilty, went to jail for 5 years, and had to pay a $30,000 fine. After he got out, he was told that he could not perform in this study ever again. Well, now that you see for these reasons that it is morally wrong. As you can see, a study has been taken from the England Journal of Medicine, New England Journal of Medicine. Out of 74 countries that was in this voting poll, 67% of those citizens were against assisted suicide. Reasons that people want to be against assisted suicide is because they think that you should wait for your natural passing, and that can be helped by various medications that have evolved around the earth for us to take the pain away. For one example, there's a lot of cases where people have cancer and it is very painful, but marijuana has been legalized for that process, medicinal marijuana, so you can smoke the pain away. Now, reasons like that is why it should be illegal in the United States. For religious reasons, it's against the law, and it's immoral. We aren't dogs. We don't want to stick around for a few years, and then we're starting to get older and we feel pain and we get put to sleep. Now put yourself in Dudley's daughter's shoes. Would you want a family member to die early with assisted suicide? The end.